Let's start in Washington with that breaking news from the White House in the last hour. News that Joe Biden has tested positive for COVID. Let's head straight to Washington, straight to our North America correspondent, John Sudworth. And John, what is the White House saying?
Well, Matthew, this statement came from the White House press secretary within the last hour, saying that President Biden tested positive for COVID this morning. At the moment, this is a statement issuing large reassurance, essentially, saying that he is suffering very mild symptoms, that he is fully vaccinated, double boosted, and that he is taking an antiviral drug, but really no cause for alarm is the central message. They say that he is isolating at the White House out of an abundance of caution, but he will continue to carry out all of his duties to his full capacity.
And John, just as you were speaking, physicians also being reported and comments on the Reuters news agency saying the mild symptoms started on Wednesday. The president suffering from fatigue and a dry cough. But in terms of recent movements, take me through it.
So you're right. The information has included a release of a letter from President Biden's doctor confirming those mild symptoms, as you say, runny nose and a dry cough. President Biden yesterday travelled to Massachusetts for that climate announcement that he made. Of course, their pictures show him as to be expected. Meeting officials, members of the public. Shaking hands with people. This is a reminder, if nothing else, that COVID is still very much a threat to the United States health system. 130,000 infections a day. President Biden isn't the only high-profile figure to have announced a positive test this week. Representative Benny Thompson, who is, of course, chairing the January the 6th committee hearings, also announced a positive test this week. So this shows you that COVID is still very much a challenge for the United States. And given President Biden's schedule and where he's been over the last few days, we can only speculate as to where he might have picked it up. But as you've mentioned, the letter from the doctor confirming that those symptoms began yesterday.
A final thought, because, of course, the president is 79. There is a wide, big medical team there in the White House, and that's where he currently remains. But one remembers with Donald Trump, when he got COVID, there's that Walter Reed Military Center only round the corner.
That's right. I mean, obviously, President Biden will have every single possible medical assistance that he needs. But, as I say, at the moment, these statements are very clear that the White House is not seeing this as cause for alarm. He is still continuing to work, although in isolation. Yes, you're right. You think back to 2020 and President Donald Trump's positive test back then. Again, it shows that, more than a year on, this is something that the American political system is still having to deal with.
John Sudworth, live for us there with the latest developments from Washington. Thanks very much for that. Thank you.